Sunday's enhanced risk just upgraded, and Dallas is sitting right in the bullseye. At the same time, red flag warnings are posted across 3 states with humidity below 15%. And the number that stopped me cold 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts on the table Sunday afternoon. Fire danger, severe storms, and a massive late May outbreak all building simultaneously right now. Stay with me because Sunday's setup is more dangerous than most people realize heading into this weekend. At the end, I have one late May date that every person in the Central Plains needs to write down. Here's the twist. Nobody's talking about the same northwest flow causing fires up north is fueling storms down south. One atmospheric engine, 2 completely different disasters hundreds of miles apart, same weekend, same setup. A trough locked over Hudson Bay all week is the root cause driving everything you're about to see. Drop your city in the comments right now and tell me what your sky looks like outside this morning. I will be updating all day and tonight as storms develop. Your city in the comments gets a personal reply. Here's the part that genuinely stopped me when I first pulled up this morning's data. Inside that enhanced risk zone Sunday, wind gusts could reach hurricane force 75 miles per hour. That is not a tornado threat driving this enhanced risk. It is an extreme wind and hail threat. Hail up to 2 inches in diameter. Winds approaching hurricane force. That is what Sunday's enhanced risk means. Now let me walk you through today first because severe weather is already happening across the southern plains. A slight risk level 2 of 5 covers western Oklahoma and north central Texas this afternoon. 4 separate marginal risk zones are active today: Central Plains, Gulf Coast, Maryland, and Lake Erie. Main concern today is damaging winds between 50 and 65 miles per hour across all these zones. Large to very large hail is also a threat today. Baseball-size hail possible in Oklahoma and Texas. Here's something most people get wrong about today. Tornadoes before sunset are very unlikely. All the moisture is still surging northward, keeping dry air near the surface through the afternoon hours. But around and just after sunset, this atmosphere flips completely and tornado potential rises fast. Significant tornado parameter values approach 4 to 5 tonight. That is the atmosphere giving a real warning. Altus, Lawton, and west of Oklahoma City stay on alert this evening for an isolated strong tornado. Wichita Falls, you're in that elevated tornado zone tonight. Do not get caught off guard after dark. Here is why the nocturnal tornado threat tonight deserves more attention than it is currently getting. Nighttime tornadoes are significantly more deadly than daytime ones. You cannot see a wall cloud at midnight. A warning goes off while your family is asleep, and your window to reach shelter is a fraction of daytime. If you live in a mobile home near any of these zones tonight, you need a plan to get to a permanent structure. That plan needs to be made right now, not at 9 o'clock tonight when the first warning drops on your phone. Make sure your alerts are set to wake you up, not just buzz, but a sound loud enough to pull you out of sleep. Storms fire near Weatherford, Oklahoma, around 8 to 9 tonight. Those are the ones I am watching closely. By 10 to 11, storms cluster near Tulsa and McAllister, shifting to a straight-line wind threat. Fort Smith and Texarkana could get noisy overnight as that complex sweeps through Arkansas after midnight. That system falls apart near Little Rock by early morning Saturday, starts relatively quiet across Arkansas. Now, Saturday across the southern plains is when things really start getting their act together for Sunday. Storms fire across Texas starting around noon to 1 Saturday, initially a damaging wind threat only. Any discrete cell Saturday that latches onto a boundary has a legitimate shot at producing a tornado. Most storms cluster quickly, though, so damaging winds and large hail are the dominant Saturday threats. By 4 Saturday afternoon, storms impact the I-20 corridor between Snyder and Fort Worth. Buckle up. By 5 to 6 Saturday evening, that line stretches and the cluster tightens across central and north Texas. The wind threat peaks Saturday evening as storms become outflow dominant, pushing southeast through the plains. Oklahoma City and Tulsa, you are in the tail end of Saturday's activity as that system pushes toward Arkansas. Houston and Beaumont, more heavy rain Saturday on top of what already soaked you this week, no joke. Flash flooding is a real concern along the Gulf Coast corridor through Saturday turnaround. Do not drown. Gulf Coast, Mobile, New Orleans, Gulfport heavy rain continues through Saturday into Sunday morning. New Orleans, you could see 2 to 3 inches of additional rainfall through Saturday on top of what fell already. Anybody near low-lying areas along the Gulf Coast have an exit plan ready before Saturday afternoon arrives. Now here's a quick reminder about the fire danger happening simultaneously up north right now. North Dakota has a red flag warning, the most serious fire danger level across northwest and north central counties. Divide, Burke, Williams, Mount Rail humidity below 15% with 30-mile-per-hour gusts today. Minnesota has red flag warnings across 24 to 26 counties northwest winds. Humidity dropping to 20%. Northern Michigan also under elevated fire danger today. Grand Traverse, Emmett, and Sheboygan counties affected. 3 states, 3 simultaneous fire danger zones. Check burning restrictions before anything involving open flame today. Good grief, fires in the north. Severe storms in the south and Sunday's enhanced risk still building overhead. Now let us talk Sunday, Mother's Day. This is the day I have been most locked in on all week long. Enhanced risk level 3 of 5 covers Dallas, Fort Worth, back to Abilene, and north of San Antonio. Slight risk in Little Rock and Shreveport, marginal risk covering the entire Gulf Coast down to Laredo. Bob in Dallas, Earl in Abilene, Betty in Waco. Sunday afternoon is not the day to be caught outside unprepared. 30% probability of damaging winds in the red zone Sunday. That number alone tells you how serious this is. The hail threat Sunday includes a 30% risk of hail exceeding 1 inch and 2-inch stones in the hatched zone. 2-inch hail at 75-mile-per-hour winds. That combination does not just break windows, it does structural damage. If you have a Mother's Day cookout planned in North Texas, you need a backup indoor plan. Confirmed by Saturday night. Here's your Sunday timeline. Storms fire in southeastern Oklahoma by mid-morning and work southward. By 2 to 3 Sunday afternoon, big cells are forming across central Texas, Abilene, San Angelo, Dallas. 2 to 8 Sunday afternoon is your peak window. Any storm with rotation could produce all hazards simultaneously. Any cell out ahead of the mainline Sunday has the best shot at producing a significant tornado watch for those. By 7 to 8 Sunday evening, storms line up and sweep through Waco and south of Dallas-Fort Worth. That line reaches College Station, Huntsville, and southeastern Texas through Sunday night into Monday morning. San Antonio, you are on the southern fringe Sunday, damaging wind gusts and large hail possible in your area too. Shreveport and Little Rock, you are in the slight risk zone. Active storms are possible Sunday evening into night. Monday brings scattered severe storms from Mobile, Alabama, all the way to Cape Hatteras 2 to 7 peak window. Nashville and Memphis, Monday carries a risk of storms pushing through the Tennessee Valley. Stay heads up. Atlanta, scattered storms are possible Monday as that system sweeps east. Heavy rain and wind gusts your main concern. Charlotte and Raleigh, Monday evening into night, that activity reaches the Carolinas. Keep alerts on overnight. Richmond and Washington, D.C., Tuesday brings the tail end of this system through the mid-Atlantic one more round. Now here's a detail about this week's Mississippi tornado that honestly floored me when the NWS confirmed it. That was not multiple tornadoes, one single tornado on the ground for 70 miles straight. 70 miles on the ground, 1.2 miles wide, one of the most remarkable tornado tracks in recent memory. It started near the Missouri Boot Heel and tracked all the way into Monticello without lifting once. That track is exactly why we take every tornado-capable environment seriously, even when threat levels look low. The 12 to 14 days before that tornado were largely quiet, and then the atmosphere unleashed all at once. That is the exact same pattern we are moving through right now, a quiet stretch followed by a rapid escalation. Now, after Sunday clears, the pattern takes a genuinely weird turn heading into early next week. A ridge builds across the southern and central plains Monday through Wednesday, suppressing any major storm systems. Wednesday and Thursday look mostly quiet, but a new system ejecting over the Rockies Thursday has my attention. Kansas City, St. Louis, Omaha, that Thursday into Friday window is something I am watching closely for you. Do not mistake the quiet midweek stretch for the end of active weather. Things pick back up fast after that. Drop your city in the comments right now. Are you most concerned about fire danger, severe storms, or both? Tell me what region you are in, and I will give you a specific update as conditions evolve through the day. Now, here is that late May date I promised you at the top, and this one deserves your full attention right now. Between May 18th and 23rd, multiple storm systems are expected to cross the Rockies in succession. Large troughing features developing along the west coast are the trigger mechanism for what comes in that window. The European model is showing a boatload of storm fuel across the Great Plains during that late May period. Both major models agree on that signal, and when the Euro and GFS align this far out, you take serious notes. This could mean multiple significant severe weather outbreaks across the Great Plains and Midwest back-to-back. Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri Valley, May 18th to 23rd is when this season really ignites. Think about it, 2 weeks of stored heat and built-up atmospheric energy all releasing at once into that window. The atmosphere does not ease into that kind of pattern shift. It overcorrects hard and it moves way too fast. Here's what that late May setup actually looks like in plain language, not model jargon, just real consequences. A trough pushing over the Rockies from the west meets all that built-up Gulf moisture streaming north from Texas. When those two features collide over the central plains, the atmosphere produces explosive storm development fast. Not one storm day, potentially several back-to-back outbreak days across the same geographic corridor. Wichita, Amarillo, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, the storm corridor from late May could run right through your backyard. Dale in Wichita, Frank in Amarillo, Mary in Oklahoma City, write May 18th on your calendar today. Not because it is certain, but because the signal is too coherent across too many independent models to dismiss. The last 12 to 14 days were quiet outside of that Mississippi EF3, and the atmosphere is reloading now. That reloading process is exactly what produces the biggest severe weather outbreaks of the entire spring season. We will be tracking every model run, every trough development, and every moisture signal heading toward May 18th. Now here is your real-time checklist, straight talk by region, nothing extra. Just what matters right now today. Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Wichita Falls alert tonight from 8 onward. Nocturnal tornado risk is absolutely real. Have your phone charged, alerts set to maximum volume, and know your shelter spot before you eat dinner tonight. Dallas, Fort Worth, Abilene, Waco, 2 to 8 Sunday afternoon is your peak window. Plan around it now. Do not finalize outdoor Mother's Day plans in North Texas without checking radar at noon on Sunday 1st. San Antonio, Shreveport, Little Rock, slight risk Sunday, active storms possible evening into overnight hours. Gulf Coast, New Orleans, Houston, mobile heavy rain and flooding through Saturday. Avoid low-lying roadways. Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, Charlotte, Monday into Tuesday brings the trailing edge of this system through your areas. North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan fire zones. No outdoor burning today. Check local restrictions before anything outside. Detroit, Cleveland, Buffalo watch for a line of storms around 7 to 8 tonight. Damaging winds possible. Philadelphia, Baltimore, Jersey Shore storms possible this evening. Damaging winds are your primary concern today. And for everyone everywhere this weekend, charge your phone and backup battery before you go to bed tonight. When multiple weather threats are active across multiple regions simultaneously, a dead battery is a real danger. Do me a solid. If you know someone in Dallas or Abilene who has not seen this forecast, send it right now. A real heads up from someone they trust beats 10 weather app alerts they will swipe away without reading. Notifications on so you do not miss live updates as these storms develop and track through your region tonight. And if you want a specific breakdown for your city, just drop it below. Every single city gets a reply. Tell me what county you are in, what your shelter situation looks like, and I will give you a direct answer. That is what this forecast is for, not just numbers on a map, but real information for real people right now. We have been tracking this setup for 3 days, and every model run keeps confirming the same dangerous picture. The confidence on tonight's nocturnal tornado threat and Sunday's enhanced risk is about as high as it gets. And the confidence on that late May signal is higher than you would normally expect at 11 days out. 2 separate high-confidence signals in the same forecast period. That does not happen every weekend, folks. Bottom line, enhanced risk, Sunday Dallas, 75 miles per hour gusts, red flag warnings across 3 states today. 1 tornado on the ground, 70 miles this week, nocturnal risk, real tonight, May 18th, the next chapter. Stay safe out there, show your mom some love on Sunday, and we will see you in the next update.